Hey everyone, and welcome to PGN Live. It is the start of a new week, and already we are kicking it off with a banger announcement by Nintendo. You can see it in the subject title. I will let a minute or so go by for you all to come on in before we get into our discussion, but welcome to PGN Live. It is December. Sorry, not December. I'm getting ahead of myself. It is November 10th, 2025. Almost 11/11. That's pretty cool. Make a wish tomorrow. Man, I'm opening up my pop-up chat right here, so I'll be able to see who's present already and be able to say hi and say thank you for joining me and get into our discussion because I am hyped because, as you know, Nintendo just this afternoon announced on their social media platforms that this Wednesday morning we will be looking at a brand new trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and I can't wait. I loved the Super Mario Brothers movie. I am sure that I'm going to love the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I'll be doing a live reaction to it. But let's see if you're all stoked. In the comments section, we've got Yvonne Francois. Hello there. Steak 1024, hi. Aaron Cedillo, hi. David Patterson, hey. See to that, hey. Whew. Mario Master, hello. So excited for the Mario Galaxy movie. Yes. You know things are well underway when you've got the Pillsbury Doughboy letting us know that we're going to have some Yoshi cookies to celebrate the movie. Yeah. Pillsbury Doughboy, he knows what's up. He knows what's up. Thank you all, by the way, for watching the videos recently. In particular, the Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X video did quite well. We'll check that one out right now real quick. Today in gaming history, November 10th, 2020, the Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X launched worldwide. Power your dreams. Interestingly, too, although it may be fair to say, this was the first video game console video short that I made that, even though it had a lot of views, even though it had a lot of likes, in the comments section, it was mixed with not criticism on the video itself, but on the console itself. You know, we've done Virtual Boy, Sega Genesis, Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 2, did I say Sega Dreamcast? That, and then now Xbox Series X. And every previous console video had like nostalgia for it. Now, kind of with the exception of Xbox Series X, like not a lot of people were very happy with how this generation went for them, you know? Being like, I had so much fun in the past with Xbox 360 and Xbox as a brand, but now I'm kind of disappointed. Interesting. But anyhow, we'll get back to shorts and stuff like that if y'all want to talk about shorts. Let's see who else is here, though. Dank Meme Center X. Damn, no Metroid Direct this week then. Shake my head. Excited for the film, though. Heck yeah. You know, yeah, Dank Meme Center X. We've got 23 days as of tomorrow to Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Probably the game of the year. I'm just going to say it right there. If it's as good as I think Metroid Prime 3, Corruption, Metroid Dread, Super Metroid, if it's as good as any one of those 4 games, I think it will win Game of the Year. Now, it's going to win Game of the Year, I'm sure, from some places, right? Some fans, some outlets. But could it win the overall, like, top spot from the vast majority of places and folks? Maybe. You've got some stiff competition, you know? Expedition 33, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2. Ghost of Yote, Hollow Knight Silk Song. Yeah, there are some heavy hitters this year. Um, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, you know, and others. I'm just trying to spit the several off the top of the dome real quick, but yeah, I think Metroid Prime, as good of a game as it was, or 3 Corruption, or Dread, but now, or Super Metroid, but now on a bigger, more grand scale, with the best cinematics we've ever seen before, with probably the most varied gameplay yet, the best looking game yet. Um, the opportunity to play in mouse mode, different methods of play, the first time that you could switch between 2 different types of presets, you know, opt in for better visual fidelity, better graphics, but still at 60 frames per second, or still really good graphics, but moving at 120 FPS. I think it's all in the recipe that if it's as good as Retro Studios' past efforts, even including Donkey Kong Country Returns and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, all top tier titles. The studio's never failed. Yeah, this will win the majority of Game of the Years out there. I think it really stands a chance. Then again, you know, it's up to the individual. Like maybe somebody likes RPGs more. Maybe somebody can't handle first-person perspective gaming, so it eliminates it by default. But I really think it's going to be special. Let's get back. Let's get back though. Because I'll start talking about Metroid. Dank Meme Center X dropped the Metroid bomb on me in a little morph ball bomb, right? But yeah, I could talk about Metroid because Nintendo's kicked off their promotional tour. How much more will we see? Will we indeed get a direct? Dang, it's that November 6th through December 4th time frame that's tricky because you got the launch of the amiibo for Metroid, you have the launch of Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, and then 2 weeks later you've got Kirby Air Riders, and then like 2 weeks after that, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. You don't want them to, you know, not mesh well with one another, but you need to promote all 3 in their own way. So hopefully they serve Metroid right, which I'm sure, why would they not? Why would they not want the game that they've had several years worth of development time into succeed and be seen by as many people as possible, you know? It's one of the reasons why I think they might even buy a spot for it at the Game Awards, even though the game will have just come out. Maybe invest in a spot there just because the Game Awards gets seen by so many people, even though it will already, you know, have been released. But we'll see, we'll see. Okay, let's move on. Let's move back onto the chat because that's a lot of Metroid talk. We got to talk about the Mario movie trailer, the direct, I should say, this Wednesday. Mario Master says, I think Bowser Jr. will be a part of the movie. I think Bowser Jr. will. I had a thought before that it was going to be like a Wario and Waluigi opportunity film, because maybe Mario and Luigi would go back to the Mushroom Kingdom, and even though they're going to and fro, you know, Brooklyn and Mushroom Kingdom, they would spend more time in the latter, and Wario and Waluigi would, you know, find some type of jealousy over the brothers' success and dress up as them and claim to be them in overalls, find Yoshi, make Yoshi do their bidding, find a way to, you know, corrupt Mario and Luigi's name. Mario and Luigi come back, they have to deal with New York shenanigans. Meanwhile, now Wario and Waluigi go back to the Mushroom Kingdom with Yoshi, who they kind of made to be like a bad guy, a baddie sort of. Then it ruins Mario and Luigi's name out there. They free Bowser from his tininess. That's this resurrection point of the movie. You could cast some big name actors like Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey for Wario and Waluigi would blow the roof off of people's expectations of like, what? Who did you get to cast this film that's already quite a sizable, high quality cast? And then Mario and Luigi just got to go back there, free Yoshi, make him good, da 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 da. Like that was my idea of like they could go this direction for a film, and then you'd have Bowser Jr. implemented in it, boom. But now going the Super Mario Galaxy movie, oh, I'm not so sure about that Wario Waluigi idea anymore. But I think Rosalina is a shoo-in. I think more Lumas are a shoo-in. I think Bowser Jr. is pretty likely at this point. And I think that the likelihood of seeing other Nintendo IP shown in brief animated portions goes up because there were nods to like Star Fox with the R-Wing, Little Mac, Punch Out, Pikmin in the first Mario film. But this time in the Galaxy approach, I could see them popping in and out of different galaxies, you know, kind of like in Doctor Strange 2 when we saw a whole bunch of different universes in the multiverse. Maybe we see something like that this time around as well, where we see, you know, Fox McCloud in a fight against Andross. We fly through, pop in and out of Zebes from Metroid, land up in Hyrule, pop in and out of, you know, different galaxies real quick, just real quick little nods that are going to make people want to go back, see again, discuss online, put little blips of them in there to show like this is a connected universe. And maybe even how Mario and Luigi were playing video games. They had an NES in their bedroom, you know, in Brooklyn. So what about like the Star Fox R-Wing there, right? Well, maybe the ideas that people come up with video games and all sorts of, you know, forms of media in their world comes from real things out there in the universe across multiple galaxies that go into artist creations' heads, and then they come to life. So that's how you could justify them being real out there across the universe in multiple galaxies, and then also still be this tangible thing that Mario and Luigi play. You know? So anyways, just some fun ideas. We gotta talk more. Let's see who else is here, though. Nintendo's All-Stars. Hi, everyone. Nintendo's All-Stars. You did not DM me on X yet, did you? Because you were one of the last two people that won. You were the last person that won. 10,000 Noodles got back to me, so I was able to give him the $10 eShop card. Nintendo's All-Stars, make sure that you DM me on X so I can send you your eShop card that you won last time. Dank says, Xbox Series is a failed generation. No OS update, wishy marketing moves, and king turnouts. Man. Shoutouts to Perfect Dark. We'll get Super Mario Galaxy game and theme park. I could see a Super Mario Galaxy 3 come out next November. Maybe. It's possible. There's a decent chance, I'd say, as the next game. I'd like it. Keep eye on State of Play. Japan, you might see some game coming to Switch 2. Sounds good. Exaki Jucky. This is a wonderful year for Nintendo, says David Patterson. Absolutely. It sure is. Super Mario Galaxy movie deep dive into character voice and creator. Bring back old voice cast and new member team. We'll see. Next month will be another Nintendo special event happen. I hope there's a Super Mario Galaxy game. Yeah, see to that. I really like the idea of following up with Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 coming out. You're leading up to the movie. It's going to reinvigorate the game sales. That's going to be another proponent of helping the movie do well. The movie's going to do well. It's going to be a banger. You lead right into from theatrical release to, you know, your streaming, DVD, Blu-ray, Netflix kind of releases and stuff like that. Then that fits nicely with a summertime boom Nintendo Direct, Super Mario Galaxy 3 coming out this November. That'll reignite once again the Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 sales. That will carry you into Blu-ray DVD sales and hype with another direct in between then, and then boom, massive marketing campaign, Super Mario Galaxy 3, the game launching that Black Friday hotspot basically 1 year from now. Man, sounds wonderful. Possible. I've said it so many times. You could clip this, you could clip any one of the past ones. It's not a guarantee, right? It could be Super Mario Odyssey 2. It could be something completely different. It might not be a Super Mario universe or anything like that, but just, boy, if you're playing off of the marketing and the name thing, it might be a good thing to capitalize further with the Galaxy branding right now. We'll see. Can't wait for Super Mario Galaxy theme park. Oh, you have Marvel Cosmic Invasion that comes out on December 1st as well. That's going to be fun too, David. Yeah. Just picked up the Metroid motorcycle amiibo tonight at Best Buy. All right, Huddy. I like it. That's a good choice. If you had to get one, I think that's the one to get from this Metroid pack. Or you could say maybe Silex when he comes out. This is a really cool pose, very dynamic, but we have a few Samus already. We don't have this at all, and we don't have Silex as a character. So I think one of those two probably. So good job on getting that motorcycle. That's pretty sweet. Hi, everyone. Hi, Tsukino Ame. I really liked Age of Imprisonment and the Kirby demo. Yeah, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, jeez. You're welcome, Paul, for the tangent earlier. Jeez Louise, that took a while, but thank you. Netflix, Amazon, Hulu will be getting Super Mario Galaxy in 2026. Yeah, sounds about right. I sent you a message on X about the $10 gift card that I won, but I don't know if it went through or not. If this doesn't work, can I get your Discord and I'll send it to you that way? Okay, Nintendo's All-Stars? Talking fast. You'll know why later on. It's regarding tomorrow's short. Nintendo's All-Stars. Can you... I don't have a DM from you. It is possible that it's in my, additional messages section. Okay. Nintendo's All-Stars, would you mind? I guess the most recent tweet I put up on X is the 24 days until the release of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Can you just write a comment on that real quick, if you don't mind, and then I could click on your name and then that'll connect us, and then maybe that'll help me get access to opening up your message, because I don't see it, but that would be cool, if you don't mind, because then I want to send it to you today. I don't want to hold on to your card longer. You won that thing. That's yours. Age of Imprisonment is so good. I read that. To be fair, you're not wearing your Chief Toad gear to commemorate the day of Galaxy movie details. If only I had a Toad costume right now, right? Crazy Scoth, what's up? There will be ads for the Mario Galaxy movie. Of course there will be. I am hyped for them. I want to see it all. I'm happy that there's a direct. I mean, I will see The Wicked 2 regardless. More so if that was going to be the debut location of the trailer. But I'm so happy it's a direct because, dude, then I get to go on, live stream, make a 15-minute video of it, watch it with people. That's going to be the way to go. I can't wait. I can't believe that it's just in 2 days. Dude, that's hype for the week. Kind of need more with Luigi this time. I get Mario is the brand, but the deep character moments can happen because of Luigi, absolutely. I wish Paul would be in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. You know what, Exucky Chucky? I wish so too. I like your idea. Paul would be a great Luigi voice cast, or Donkey Kong. You know, I would gladly take on a voice acting role in that movie. Absolutely. Nin128 is here. Paul Gale. Welcome. That means you got some type of notifications because you're here. JM Powers 83. Hello, everybody. What's new? Everyone excited for the Mario Direct? Absolutely. Personally, I'd rather see Odyssey 2 than Galaxy 3. I might actually be speechless if Mario Galaxy 3 ever gets announced. Ooh, Matt Weeks, maybe. I'm so hyped for Prime 4, playing through Prime Trilogy via Dolphin emulator and Wii Remote and Nunchuck at the moment. So damn good. Man, it's so good. Michael Gutmann, where's Metroid Prime 4 Direct? I don't think it's not going to happen. I do think it's going to happen. But it's a good question when. Because that was one of the things that we were talking about earlier in the stream is, when do you do it? You don't want to take attention away from something, right? Looking at the calendar. Oh, let's see. November 20th. That's next Thursday, is the release date of Kirby. And then, yeah, 2 weeks. What a crazy 6 week time span. Age of Imprisonment, 2 weeks later. Kirby, 2 weeks later. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I don't think they will run the Metroid Prime 4 Direct on Kirby Air Riders week. So that means I'm going with... Boy, that's calling it close. November 26th? The day before Thanksgiving? All right. I'm not completely omitting the possibility of the Metroid Prime 4 Direct dropping on Kirby Air Riders week, but I don't think it will. But if it does, all right. I'll give you November 18th, which might be the anniversary of Metroid Prime. I want to say Metroid Prime came out November 18th, 2002. So there you go. I'm going to go with Metroid Prime Direct as a thought. November 18th or November 26th. They are guesses. I like them both. One day before Thanksgiving or on the 18th of November. We'll see. $100 should cover both Metroid Prime 4 and Marvel Cosmic Invasion. That's my Christmas present. That's a wonderful Christmas present, David. Metroid Prime 4, $70, right? If you're going with the Nintendo Switch 2 version. And then Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Is it a $30 title? I'm not sure. It's digital only though, correct? That's going to be an easy buy too. Yeah, that's a pretty good day. Huddy, any Metroid Prime 4 Metacritic predictions? I might be too early to say, but I'm calling a 92. Okay. Boy. I'm going pretty optimistic with it because Metroid Prime is really, really good. And the game's been in development for a long time. I think reviews will be split up in two, where you've got the Nintendo Switch version and the Nintendo Switch version. I think the Nintendo Switch 2 version will review better because we don't know a whole lot about the base NS version. And does it have a performance mode and a visual mode? You know? Does it run at like 1080p 30 or 900p 60? Like, does it have two modes like that? Or just one? It looked terrific from the trailer that we saw back in June of 2024. It looked beautiful. But we know that the Nintendo Switch 2 version looks much better. But I'm confident that Retro Studios built an excellent game from the ground up to satisfy that 155 soon-to-be million install base of Nintendo Switch owners. They've had a long enough time to do it. They're a really good quality studio. They're not going to mess up with the Nintendo Switch version. That being said, That version will be just what it is of a game, and then people that play the Nintendo Switch 2 version by comparison, they'll be able to say, okay, what gave it a notch higher in the review for me is this mouse mode. Oh my gosh, what a difference maker. It was splendid. Or, oof, I'm a really big first person shooter kind of person, and that high frame rate of 120 was splendid. Or, I can't believe that we have something looking this good that rivals any other first person on the market, on the Nintendo Switch version in particular, running at 4K. I can't believe that we have this big expansive world with no frame drops and in highly dense areas on the bike. It looks amazing. Whereas maybe the Nintendo Switch version, in order to keep it running smoothly, had to reduce a certain amount of elements in the open world portion of the bike's, levels, and it's not as cool or as fun. So amazing, but not to say worse by comparison, but just in some areas great or good, but a little bit lacking compared to the first person segments. You know what I mean? Depending on how they created this world. Whereas the Nintendo Switch 2 version wouldn't have any problem. It's like, oh no, instead of the desert being a little too barren, it's loaded. Instead of this jungle kind of chase sequence looking like, oh man, it could have used some more foliage. Nope, it's got everything. And the Nintendo Switch version, maybe you're playing and wondering, there should have been a little bit more here, huh? Oh, that's where the sacrifice was made. So I'm going to go pretty high. I'm going to go with like a 90, 96. It's pretty damn high. Part of me wouldn't mind going 97. 97 matches the original Metroid Prime. And Metroid Prime wasn't like this game that, it came out back in the day where there were only 15 people reviewing it. And yeah, it just got all 10s and a couple of 9s. And that's why it's held on to its 97. The game has been reviewed in the fairly modern era, even though that was 23 years ago, with multiple reviewers. And don't forget, the game got reviewed for some time to come, like after its heyday of those early 2000s, 2002 and stuff. So I'm going to go with 96. But I really want to just say 97, match Metroid Prime. 70 for Prime 4, 30 for Cosmic Invasion. Okay, good. Nintendo's All-Stars you just did. Okay, also good. Hi. Okay. Oh yeah, see? Wednesday and Friday. You sent 3 messages and they all went to this other thing. Now I got you. Okay. Nintendo's All-Stars. Let me get you this code real quick. Nintendo's All-Stars, I just sent you the Nintendo Switch / Nintendo Switch 2 eShop card. Cool? Let me know if you got it. Thank you again for reaching out. And congrats on winning. So yeah, Huddy, we're going to go with the 96. I'm going to be a little bit safer than my hope of 97 because I want it to match Metroid Prime. I don't know. I mean, it has to be good, right? It has to be good. What if I'm wrong? What if we're wrong? What if it's not a masterpiece? It's just really, really good. What if it's just great, but it's not a masterpiece? What if the bike isn't as cool as we think, or isn't as cool as we hope? What if it's not littered with beautiful cinematics throughout, and it's just so sparingly that it's not this big, robust, open-ended experience where you're feeling like, dude, you're playing a movie throughout it. I don't think that's the case, though. I think it's gonna be a really ambitious, high-quality title that blows us away. So that makes me want to go with like no 97, 98 even. Part of it is trying to predict how other people are going to perceive it. Will you have some folks say, "Oh, this wasn't Metroid for me because of this bike thing"? Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Just because it's not what you thought it would be or wanted it to be, that's not fair in my opinion to downgrade it, right? Like if the next Legend of Zelda game was a super linear game with closed off corridors that played like, not to say closed off corridors in God of War 2018, but it played like God of War 2018. But it was a masterpiece. And even if people were upset that this new Zelda game wasn't this open-ended experience, you can't walk past this foliage over here, you can't climb every tree, they went super realistic graphics. It was incredible. It was an amazing experience, but it didn't feel like the progression that Zelda would be. They went a little bit more limited in scope and in terrain, and it had some open area segments, but not an open world game anymore. And people said like, yeah, good stuff, but not for me because it didn't do this part right. Like, that's not fair. That's not an accurate review of the game. Maybe that's an accurate review of your opinion on what you wanted it to be versus what you not wanted it to be, but was it not still excellent? Was this not still well crafted, well done? That's how you'd have to do it. So if the bike isn't for everyone, but it's done well and you liked it and you had fun with it and it was cool, that's the important thing. Did the audio sound good? Was the bike smooth? Were the weapons neat? Was the frame rate solid during that moment? Was the music pumping? Were the bad guys fun and fresh? And that's what's important, not, oh, this segment's not Metroid for me. That doesn't matter. Like, you got to elevate a series forward. Metroid Prime 4, I'm confident it's going to have enough of the past, and you got to do something new to bring in more. After all, look at the jump between Super Metroid and Metroid Prime. Years it took, and it went from 2D to first person. That was a radical jump in a time where every Super Nintendo game going into 3D on Nintendo 64 did that. 3D third-person perspective gaming. And Metroid went first? What? Yeah, so I don't want to, unless if it's not good, I don't want to hear people complaining that it's not their Metroid. Give it a chance. If it's good, let it be good. Enjoy it. Enjoy it for being different. So what? Mario Master. Wonder how Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 will be implemented into the movie. See to that, they should get a Switch 2. I think Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be the way to play Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I can't believe Metroid Prime 4 isn't butter. You know, Nintendo 128, it might be butter. It might be. I snagged a pillowed mouse pad for Prime 4 mouse mode and couch play. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. I should show you all what I have. I mean, it's down here, but you can't see because of the camera's positioning. What did I call it? Nintendo controller pad Polygon Network? Is this it? Oh, yeah, here it is. Hey everyone, Polygon Network here, and I just wanted to share with you my new desk mat. Check it out. As you can see, it's filled with Nintendo controllers from over the years. And I think it's pretty awesome. You've got every major Nintendo console controller there. In the bottom left, the Wii U Pro controller. Up there, the Nintendo 64 controller. In the middle, the Nintendo GameCube controller. Up top, the Super NES controller. Beneath it, the right Joy-Con from Nintendo Switch. Off to the side, the left Joy-Con from Nintendo Switch. Top right, you've got the NES controller, and just beneath that, the Wii remote. I think it's pretty awesome. The thing looks great. Of course, those are just my real controllers on top of their respective placements on the mat, but you can see that the whole mat is filled with quite a few in multiple angles. So I am a really big fan of this. I love Nintendo controllers. I love video game history, and this is going to be awesome in my game room. What do you think? Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, Paul Gale. Yeah. That's my mat. By the way, if you want, that's the link to the video. If you don't mind dropping a like on it or a comment, that'd be pretty cool. I'd appreciate it. I'm looking right now, by the way. Yeah. Metroid Prime was a 97. Metroid Prime 2 was a 92. Metroid Prime 3 was a 90. Metroid Prime Remastered was a 94. The Metroid Prime Trilogy back on Wii was a 91. Metroid Prime Hunters on DS was an 85. Like, geez. Metroid Prime Federation Force, 64. But, like, the Metroid Prime games do very, very well. So, I'm sticking to my 96. I'd like to say 97. I'd really like to say 98, but I think that might be a little bit ambitious. So, yeah. That 96, I'm feeling pretty confident with. Oh, babyface Paul. Evening, folks. That's right. Joycey J, welcome. It's a little bit different looking back at these older videos, which is the majority of my life. Yet this is the last, few months. Dang, in 6 days. No, 4 days. 14th? Yeah. In 4 days, this is going to be a 3-month-old beard. Woo! It's getting there. Tsukino Ame says, can't wait for Kirby Air Rider. It's going to be fun. Yes. See that no 97 for 8 years. Holy smokes. Is Breath of the Wild the last one? Was that 97? I'll double check. Also can't wait for Tomodachi Life and Mario Galaxy. If Odyssey can get a 97, anything can. Let's see. Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild. 97. What a powerhouse. Super Mario Odyssey. Also a 97. Jeez. Yeah. Powerful games. Nintendo fanboys are looking very happy for the holidays. Dang, mobile stats. If you are a gamer, you're going to be sitting good this holiday season. In particular, if you have a Nintendo console. Because maybe you didn't pick up Donkey Kong Bonanza. You should. It's tremendous fun. Maybe you didn't get Mario Kart World with your Nintendo Switch 2. I think you should. It's quite worth it. Maybe you don't have Hades 2 yet. Well, you should. Get Hades and Hades 2. You want another racing game? Get the super affordable $15 Fast Fusion. You want to get a lot of bang for your buck and have that buck not cost that, not be that big of a buck? Get Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. You want a really good looking game that has a lot of variety in it because it's got an open world thing to do and online and fighting and variety and characters and DLC and costumes. Get Street Fighter 6. Because it's ongoing. There are still more characters to come. Capcom is supporting it. It's fresh. The lobbies are full. And it's excellent. You want more classic stuff? Fighting game? Get the Mortal Kombat collection. You like Star Wars? Get Outlaws. You want a Japanese experience with samurais and swords and M-rated content and you don't have a PlayStation 5? Don't worry about Ghost of Yote. Get Assassin's Creed Shadows. You like Pokemon? Or you like RPGs? Or you just want to have something that's a water cooler experience that everyone's talking about? Get Pokemon Legends ZA, because it's out there. You want a racing alternative and something that's Mario Party-esque at the same time? Get Kirby Air Riders. You like Zelda? This is the biggest Zelda generation we've ever had. We've got nearly 60 million Zelda fans out there. That is more than we've ever had before. Play the prequel to the game that started it all in this Breath of the Wild saga, going way back to an early Hyrule. Get Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. You want one of the best reviewed games, one of the games that has the longest development cycles of any Nintendo game ever, probably with the biggest budget that Nintendo's ever put into a title, with music that I'm confident is going to knock our socks off, and a tremendous world to explore. Get Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. You've got an easy 13 or more games. I could throw in WWE 2K25. I could come up with more. 14 games or so off the bat. It's probably too much for most people to even handle. You didn't get Hogwarts Legacy before? Get it now. Get it for less and experience a really good game that looks better than it ever did on Nintendo Switch. Now's the time to do some backlog titles and play them at a higher level than ever before. Like, Nintendo Switch 2 is the way to go this holiday season. And not only is it the only next-gen console out right now, but it's the most affordable console, period, right now that is hot. Nintendo Switch is more affordable, but it's from last gen. And I wouldn't call it hot item right now. Still awesome, but not the hot item. PS5 and Xbox Series X, good contenders. Still solid within the generation. PS5 more so than Xbox Series, but I wouldn't call them hot must-own items for the holidays. You know what I mean? I think things might change next year when Wolverine comes out and Grand Theft Auto 6. In particular, if GTA 6 is not on Nintendo Switch 2, but if it is, there goes some of that drawing power from what Xbox and PlayStation have to offer, right? Nin128 says, I'm still worried about Prime 4. Don't be worried. I think it's going to be good, Nin128. Huddy thinks that would be glorious. I think I've read some of these before. I've never played a retro game that hasn't been fantastic. Absolutely, Huddy, well said. Preach. Feels like there's too much, but I wanted the game to be this way. Sort of attitudes nowadays. Let the devs create the types of games they creatively want to. Well said. And JView says, well said, Paul. Without innovation, how could we grow? Absolutely. I don't see the Wii U the Wii U pad looking thing. So the Wii U gamepad wasn't on there, but the Wii U Pro Controller was. I love my Nintendo Switch. Funny that I haven't heard much reviews nor news of the Xbox ROG Ally nor the Xbox ROG Ally X. I just don't get all the hype besides it being a portable PC. Yeah. Tsukino Ame, you're in Chapter 3 of Age of Imprisonment. Nice. You definitely reminded me of Chuck Norris with that beard. Classic. Thank you. Michael Hall. Hello there. I didn't see you come in earlier, unless if this is the first time you're commenting tonight. I finally got a Switch too. Yes! I got the MK World bundle, and I got the MK World case. Michael Hall, do you mean the Mario Kart World, like a Nintendo Switch 2 like travel case? That's pretty cool if that's the case. Cool. Well, good. I didn't know that you didn't have the Nintendo Switch 2 till now. But you got it at a good time, because just in case we get tariffed on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo has to raise the prices, well, up to them raising the prices, you might be looking at a more expensive NS2 next year. You got it at the right time, $500. Basically, you got a $430 system and a $70 game. Or you got a $450 system and a $30 discount on a game. However you want to look at it, good call, Michael Hall. Mobile stats. There isn't many games coming out for PS or Xbox this year. Maybe Call of Duty, but that's about it compared to Nintendo. Yeah. Last 97 was Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm sure. So hopefully the next one isn't Rockstar again. Oh, yeah, let's see. Red Dead Redemption 2, because that was 2018, right? Yeah, 2018. Jeez. So it's been 7 years. And I guess that's the last time we've had a 97 Metacritic title. Street Fighter 6 is on sale on $20 on the eShop now. Yeah. I think that's the base version, which is fine, by the way. But that gets you plenty of characters, costumes, colors, all that kind of stuff, and the World Tour mode and all the options, and boom, online play access, done. It just doesn't get you all the new characters necessarily, new stages, etc., etc. But like, you could buy those, or you could wait them on sale. Like, you got $20 for Street Fighter 6 is a steal. Get it. Even if you're remotely curious about Street Fighter and Hadouken and why is that so cool, I think it's worth it. $20 for a AAA budget, AAA quality fighting game. Put it on easy, play through the arcade mode, get the artwork, get the voice acting, get the story. Try the modern controls to make it easier to pull off super moves. Have fun playing. Do the World Tour mode. Have fun building up your character design. Like, dude, you're gonna get hours out of Street Fighter 6 for $20, and then if you like it, like, okay, I'll buy that character. I'll buy that costume. You might become a little fan. $20 is not a lot of investment into trying something brand new that you're not sure you're going to love, but you're kind of interested in. I think it's fairly reasonable to dive in at the $20 rate. If you know it's high quality. Like, if you're a big Mario 3D fan, but you're not sure if you're going to like Donkey Kong 3D, I could get it. $70? Oof. I'll probably like it. It looks good. But will I like it? I'm not going to hear, here we go! Yah, wah, wahoo! I'm not going to have that. But interesting enough. But 70, I don't know if I could take that risk. First of all, I think you're fine. Bonanza's amazing. But if Donkey Kong Bonanza was 20, and if that's the mentality, you'd be like, well, I've heard so many great things. People say it's amazing. Looks good. Don't know if I'm going to love it like I do 3D Mario. But yeah, for $20, I'm going to buy Bonanza, right? That's my opinion, anyhow, on if a game is 20 and if I'm a little bit interested in it. I think it's worth diving in at that point. Where I could see 70 being a little bit of a bigger commitment and you're just not sure. It ends today, that deal. Yeah, so now is a good time. Yeah, you heard it. Tsukino Ame said that Street Fighter 6 $20 deal ends today. Maybe someone will get the game for half off tonight because they'll win an eShop card. You never know. I still haven't escaped in Hades, but also got 2 coming this month. See that? Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Yes, that's the one, pun intended. Maybe. From earlier about the case, yes. Trying to beat the tariffs, and I'll give old Switch games and accessories to my friend as a gift for her and her family. See, that's a really nice way to go. That's a nice gesture, Michael Hall. You will make someone super happy with that Nintendo Switch games and accessories. Just keep some of the games that you really like if you have Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, for instance. Well, I'm not saying keep it and not give it to your friend. I'm just saying if you keep it, you'll be pleasantly surprised at how big of a boost it gets on Nintendo Switch 2 with that Nintendo Switch 2 edition upgrade. You know, really, really cool. Michael Gutmann, gotta go. See you later. Joyce J. Okay, I'm back. About to dive back into Age of Imprisonment. This game is my goatee. You know what? Age of Calamity was one of my top Game of the Year contenders back in 2020, and then retroactively, I almost wanted to say maybe it was with the DLC, but I guess that's not really that fair because in that year, what was it? I gave it to Hades. But it was so good. And it's looking like this game is going to be just as good. So it's seriously going to be Game of the Year contender. Split Fiction, Donkey Kong. Oh, remember earlier when I was spitting off like 13, 14, 15 games on Nintendo Switch 2? Split Fiction, that's another one. Dude, amazing. Amazing. That's a Game of the Year contender for me too. Split Fiction, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Ghost of Yote, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. So far so good. It's I think it's going to be, I mean, it already is a Game of the Year contender, but to be fair, I would like to put in like 20, 30 hours so I could really say that well, but so far, definitely a GOTY contender. Metro Prime 6. Metro Prime 4. Beyond. Those are like my top 6. I don't know. Do I give myself 6, 7? If I give myself 7, maybe I give that other spot to... I mean, I personally put it to Street Fighter 6. But it's an older game, so I don't know if that's fair. Maybe Kirby Air Riders will take it. Maybe I will get time to dive into Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and maybe that one will be deserving of it. I don't know. But right now I know that Peach says hi, everybody. Mobile stats. Paul, got any good games for the Series S that take up too much storage since the new Call of Duty is like 250 gigs and I only got a total of 330? Gosh. I mean, I love Street Fighter 6 mobile stats. So if you're a fighting game fan or just remotely interested, I'd say Street Fighter 6 is excellent. Oh, Resident Evil 4. I'm a big Capcom guy. I'm also a big Resident Evil guy, and in particular, Resident Evil 4 is my favorite entry in the series. So I'd say if you don't have SF6 or RE4 Remake, either one of those is a good direction to go. A direct for a movie is kind of weird. To me, with Metro Prime around the corner, I mostly care about games. Movies are not something I'm passionate about. Well, Louis, that's all right. But Nintendo's big picture that they're doing is trying to make more people fans of gaming. How you do that? Movies, which is more easily accessible. Make fans. Have those fans come into games. Make the games bigger. Have more budget overall. Put that budget into games to make the games even bigger and more grand. Have more movies. Have more outreach. So all have one cohesive kind of thing. They did a direct for the Super Mario movie back in the day. Worked out well. So I think they're continuing that. But I do think Metro Prime 4 Beyond could benefit from one. So I think it's going to happen soonish. Michael Hall still has your digital games. Excellent. You might even be able to do like the game share thing. Like get your friend on your same Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack family plan. If you don't have the family plan, $80, you get to share it with you and 7 other people. That's $10 a person per year. Oh, Michael Hall. If you don't have expansion pack plus... If you don't have expansion pack and the family plan of it, I'd recommend that. Because then you could share your digital library with your friend. And if it's just the two of you, you're both spending $40 a year on all of that expansion pack access. But you could have up to 6 more people join you, and then you all playing $10 a year. Easy. Don't think Age of Imprisonment has a high score, doesn't it? No, it doesn't, unfortunately. But whatever. They're wrong. They're wrong, dude. The game is so fun. It's so good. Louis says, I hope Donkey Kong Bonanza wins Game of the Year, but the award show is very biased against Nintendo. It's gonna be hard to be biased against it when the game's one of the top rated of the year, you know? Wait, Street Fighter's on Switch. Thought that was only PS and Switch. What? Now, yeah, Street Fighter 6 is on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch 2, PC. I have Tears of the Kingdom digital, but Breath of the Wild physical. I'm not sure if my friend will want all the games unless her husband might play them. I know they will like Animal Crossing. Oh, and the new DLC coming, and Mario Kart 8, and maybe Pokemon. Cool, cool. Um, it's so much fun. Also loving the story. This is the kind of story I want in mainline Zelda. Yeah, I agree. Throw more story in. Scores don't matter. Yeah. I want a Metroid movie. Yes, please. A Metroid movie. A live action Metroid movie would be sweet. I would be fine with an animated one, but like Metroid. Oh man, that vibe. When we got that Metroid Prime live action commercial back in the day, oof. I was like, dude, give me a movie like that, please. Has the voting for the Game Awards this year officially come out yet? No. The Game Awards glaze peas so hard. I don't know what that is. Thank you, H1. Okay, talking to each other. The Super Mario Galaxy movie is happening this Wednesday, and so the Metro Prime 4 Direct. Okay, Super Metro. Okay, first of all, woo! Michael Hall with the big 5 and Ash with the big 1. Thank you both so much. Holy smokes. We got 2 back to back. That's awesome. Michael, so let me do some things here. Let me put 6 on the board right there. But then also, before I read Michael Hall and Ash, let me get back to X Portalier X. I think the Metroid Prime 4 Beyond Direct will either drop on November 18th, which will be Metroid Prime's anniversary, or November 26th, one day before Thanksgiving. That's just a guess. But now, let's read the comment. Michael Hall says, do you think Nintendo will build off of the Super Mario and upcoming Zelda with more Nintendo films? I was going to add my friend to the family plan. Very good. So, first of all, thank you again, Michael. I appreciate it. I really do. Secondly, nice that you are going to add your friend to the family plan because, I mean, you have access to your digital games. They have access to it as well. And that's the way to go. That's pretty awesome. And to answer the question, yes. So Nintendo just kind of confirmed basically, yeah, they are planning on expanding the Nintendo Cinematic Movie verse beyond the Super Mario Galaxy movie and the Legend of Zelda live action film. There are at least 2 more movies in the immediate time frame. It looks like it's going to be something that they do semi-regularly. That's the plan. So without saying, next is going to be a Donkey Kong movie. We're going to do a Metroid film. Zelda is definitely going to have this trilogy of movies, and this is the timeline. No, they have the hi. My wife was getting the dog because the dog, she's wild. Yeah, they're doing it though. They're doing it. I think they'll build off of the old and new fandom alike from Donkey Kong by having a Donkey Kong film be one of those early ones. So like Mario 1, Mario 2, Zelda live action, Donkey Kong. And then my wish, Star Fox, Metroid, Mario 3, Zelda live action 2, Kirby, Donkey Kong 2. F-Zero, Smash Bros. Movie. Something like that. You know, you maybe, right? I'll eat it all up. I'll eat it all up. As I said in a previous live stream, Nintendo is my favorite. Oomph. I love Marvel. Big superhero guy. I love DC. Big superhero guy. I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But overall, I like Power Rangers. I love Street Fighter. I love Capcom. Mega Man, Street Fighter, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, Onimusha. I love Star Wars. But I love Nintendo the most because Mario, Zelda, Metroid, Donkey Kong, Splatoon, Star Fox, Kirby, Fire Emblem, Xenoblade, Punch Out, Wave Race, Excite Bike, F-Zero, Goosebumps, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, adjacent, right? In part ownership. That's the most coolness for me. So seeing all of these loves go into movies, it's awesome because it's only going to help make Nintendo bigger, and it's only going to come back to us getting more games, bigger games, more experimental titles, more fun. Ash, you didn't leave a comment, but big thank you for that $1. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you both. And thank you all for being here. In general. I think we got... How many people do we have in here right now? Let me do a little bit of an update. We've got 28 people watching now. 34 likes already. Whew, what a stream. Change the name to the Game Awards starring Hideo Kojima. Boom Media's here. Hello there. Age of Imprisonment is just so good. Heck yeah, it is. Absolutely. More people saying Age of Imprisonment is good. Yeah. Paul, if you had a... I was thinking of this question today when I was driving. Paul, if you had a Mount Rushmore of Nintendo games... Oh, Nintendo games. I was thinking Nintendo characters. Oh, games. Oh, characters. I was like Mario, Link, Samus, Donkey Kong. I think that's it. Games. Oof. I gotta think longer because... I think I gotta go Super Mario Brothers. It has to be on there as the OG. I don't want to monopolize a franchise, but I kind of want to put Super Mario 64 on there, revolutionizing 3D. It's close, but I don't know if it would be on there. But Wii Sports. I gotta put Ocarina of Time, and I have to put my favorite game of all time, Breath of the Wild. That's weird, though. Not weird, but like that's 2 Marios and 2 Zeldas. But talk about revolutionizing the industry. What all 4 did, right? Oh, that's exciting. John Cena might win the first ever IC championship. If he does, then he will have won all of them. He'll have won the U.S. title, the World Heavyweight, the World Championship, the Tag Team. All that's missing is IC. That's pretty dope. And we've got the tournament to see who will be his last opponent. That's going to be cool. That's awesome. How far are you into Age of Imprisonment? I am several hours in. I don't know the chapter, but a few hours into playing as... Question. And I saw the other question. Star Fox movie, Punch-Out movie, absolutely JM Powers 83. Either one of them I am down for. If Metroid Prime 4's opening cutscene is anything to go by, I think Retro Studios has a Metroid film in spades. Oof. If Retro Studios would take on some type of role in a Metroid movie, that means that we wouldn't get another game for them. Big 5. The Kirby Global Test Ride sold me. I pre-ordered my copy today. Let's go! Right on, Louie. First of all, thank you so much for that awesome 5. Very cool. Very generous of you. Thank you so much. Secondly, how about that test ride? We should talk about that test ride. That's what I like to see. And that's why Nintendo does these things. That's why they're doing a direct on Wednesday. They're constantly in the news of talking about cool stuff. And you're either talking online about it, that it's unavoidable to see, or you're talking about it at school, at work, with friends, etc. But look at this. They've got faith in a quality product. They put out a test ride, and I'm glad you like it. That's cool that you pre-ordered it. And thank you again for the super chat, Louie. I appreciate it. Oh, Donkey Kong live action movie. No Punch-Out movie. Oh, so some of these things, I wonder, can Nintendo go 8 episode long animated animated cartoons, animated films, whatever. Series. I was gonna say TV shows, but like it's not TV anymore. It's like streaming shows, right? Like Peacemaker, 8 episodes, boom, drop it. Whether it's weekly or all at once, but maybe you don't do every Nintendo franchise as a film, but you try some with like a 8-12 episode kind of story. Like look at Castlevania, what they did. Uh, because some properties are so good. Fire Emblem, you could take 3 houses and you could make it into a season or more. Xenoblade Chronicles, you could take 1, 2, or 3 and make it into a season or more. For some of Nintendo's properties, probably a season of episodes would be better suited than a movie, but well, we'll see. Brian C., how are you doing? Good to see you here tonight. I'd love Konami if they'd let you 10,000 noodles. I'm fine, just cold. It's 30 Fahrenheit here. Ooh, that's pretty chilly. Splatoon movie, maybe. Gotta pull them away from the pachinko machines long enough to accept the flowers. I kind of expect Cena or Rhodes in a Nintendo movie one day. Both are Nintendo fans. Yeah. Clue Land movie. I have a feeling that might be coming up soon, though. Brian C., I'm sure you already have talked about it, but how are you enjoying Age of Imprisonment? How far are you in? Talked about a little bit, several hours in, not quite to that ambush quest, which means I think I have a feeling that that's something that's coming up soonish. So I don't know what act it is, but I've played as triple question mark. I've seen the other triple question mark, and I'm loving it. It's so good. My kids are digging it too. We all love it. Okay. Oh, so Boomini is saying that chapter 4 is where that ambush is. So I think that I must be in late three or early 4, maybe something like that. I thought Cena won the Intercontinental Championship before. No, he never did. He got the U.S. title. That was his first, which he turned into the spinner, but never the IC belt. So he's not a Grand Slam champ. I mean, he's a 17-time champ, but not a Grand Slam champ. John Cena signed that belt, by the way. I don't know. Fun fact right there. That WWF Championship belt, it's got Cena's signature in it with his 16-time signature. Pretty awesome. I believe chapters is top left. Okay. I saw Mario 64 as a bit clunky, like a beta attempt at 3D, and Zelda Ocarina of Time as the one that actually got 3D right. I mean, I was there for both. Maybe you were there for both too. I loved both, but like, hey, everyone's a little bit different on all of it. It's all good. The Metro Prime 4 Survive trailer is about to eclipse 1 million views from the Nintendo of America channel alone. If you look at their other videos over the span of a month, this is really impressive. Heck yeah. I think a lot of people are starting to pay attention. In the same span of a week it's been out. Yes. Oh. Calamo is so funny in Age of Prison. I like him. Oh, we've got some ideas on him. Some ideas. I will direct the Xenoblade animated. Few or no pawn. How is Paul talking without his lips moving? Very important question. Nobody knows the answer. Roger Enyart! Sup, all you super nerds! That's the best compliment you could get. I hope you're having a great Monday. I'm having a great Monday. Thank you, Roger Enyart. Thank you for the awesome swag box, too. I gotta say, that Nintendo Switch 2 logo bag is super clean. Ah. I mean, everything is cool. The coins are cool. The stickers. The decals. Super cool. But just that Nintendo Switch 2 bag alone? Oh, man. I want to use it, but I don't want to ruin it. It's one of those things. I'll be using it. I'll be using it carefully. Thank you, Roger. And you're for the 5. Thank you for being here. Thank you for raising the hype up. Oh, I gotta change this up. 5, 10, 15, we're at 16. We're 1/4 there. I don't think Cena really plays video games, by the way, or to be honest. When I played with John Cena at the Nintendo Switch experience in Los Angeles and we did a commercial together, oh, we knew that he was a Nintendo fan, that he was an OG Zelda fan, but not a big regular modern gamer. But that he really liked what he was playing in Breath of the Wild, saw that it would be very good for the locker room boys and girls in the WWE events because this is a portable system and it's awesome. And he liked 1-2 Switch, so maybe not like a big hardcore gamer. Cody Rhodes, on the other hand, I mean, he wore Triforces on his boots for years. He's a very well-known, publicly big, Legend of Zelda fan. But yeah, a lot of those wrestlers like it. Some more so, some more than others. Liking gaming, that is. Well, crap. Now I want to throw work to the side and go play Age of Imprisonment. Crazy Scott, that's what you should do. Work later. Psst. Work is work. Zelda, that's the here and now. You gotta play the Age of Imprisonment. Priorities. Okay, I guess work is a priority, but Zelda tops work. Come on. What else? Kalamo and Not Link are the best duo. Tsukino Ame likes the Nopon. They are friend. Brian C. I saw Nate cover that 12 million news. That's insane. Yes, it is. Nintendo's popping off. Haters getting roasted. People sad. People mad that not their console of choice, not their favorite thing, not what they invested in is winning. So they got a crap on what is winning. It's what people do in sports. It's what people do in anything. Something gets too high and mighty and popular, and it's not what you picked, so you gotta diss it to make yourself feel better for not feeling as bad as you would otherwise because your team, your favorite, your thing that you invested in isn't the winner. Because then that kind of is a self-reflection on you that you didn't pick the winner. And it's a whole mental game, and that's why people love to hate on stuff that wins. How is the story in Age of Imprisonment and the old Hyrule Warriors game? Michael Hall, good question. The story is really good because it takes place during Tears of the Kingdom, because Tears of the Kingdom is a game that takes place in the present and the past, right? So this shows you the events of Tears of the Kingdom, but elaborates on them. And honestly, it's like you're watching a movie or watching a Zelda cartoon, a Zelda anime, because there's so many lines of spoken dialogue, so many different voice actors and voice actresses constantly talking amongst each other. Nice cinematic scenes that span around that aren't just like single shot frames with stuff happening, but actually articulated like a multi-camera system would be on a live action film set, or how multiple artists would be drawing or CG animating, a little movie. And the story is really good. It's fleshed out. You watch and see talking, and then you play. And the play is action packed and it's fun and really cool. And this really dives deep into all of the events that happened, canon, official, to Tears of the Kingdom. I have yet to see how much, if any, does it blend into Breath of the Wild, but Tears of the Kingdom, very heavy. But still some Breath of the Wild elements I was like, I'm glad that they didn't not say that, because that was a big deal, right? How are the stories in the past ones? So Age of Calamity could have potentially been canon, but was said to not be. It's kind of like an alternate, what if this kind of happened? Or let's make a little bit of a side tangent of this is kind of a fun way to look at it, or an alternate take on what it was. But it's really good too in story. That game really made me want so badly a Netflix or whatever animated Zelda series. Not that I didn't want one before, but that made me want one even more. But also, I felt kind of like I was getting one because here I am watching uh, more lines of dialogue, more cinematic scenes, and such a fun gameplay experience all in one title. And I'm just getting that much more of it now, but now it's at canon. Hyrule Warriors, the original on Wii U, cool story, but an amalgam kind of like all sorts of Zelda things happening in one. But strong, very strong game. Very much so varied. But the production budget has definitely gone up, increasingly so in Calamity and now Imprisonment. Is it worth it? Yeah, Michael Hall, I'd say it's worth it. I mean, do I recommend you pick up the first two? Not that you have to, because you could play this one completely independently, especially if you've already played Tears of the Kingdom and you liked it. I'd say definitely worth it. Only worth it if you want 3 different very good games, or to play games and see how they evolved for like that appreciation factor of, cool. This one was better than this one, better than this one. Wow, they've come a long way. Like, you know what I mean? I'd say they're all 3 worth it. Very different. Especially the first Hyrule Warriors is very different than Calamity and Imprisonment, because Calamity and Imprisonment is all about that Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom stuff. And the OG Hyrule Warriors for Wii U or Definitive Edition for Nintendo Switch is its own thing, you know? Yeah. They bet on the wrong horse. Yeah, 10,000 noodles regarding that. As my 4th grade teacher said, don't get mad, get glad. I remember that. Ridley Man, yo, it's Metroid Prime 4 guy, LOL. That's right, it's Metroid Prime 4 guy in the flesh. November 10th, 24 days until the release of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. 23 days tomorrow. Spoiler, 23 days tomorrow. I already filmed the video, gonna edit it together. It's gonna go up tonight. Already on the channel tonight is a couple of things for tomorrow. You'll see. That's right. Welcome, Ridley Man. Nice username, by the way. Looks like you're a Metroid fan. I dig it. Oh, spoiler. Second spoiler. Whatever. Judging by your name? Oh, I shouldn't spoil it. Oh, whatever. It's okay. You're going to like tomorrow's Metroid video. Tsukino Ame. The story is good. I love the combat. It's quick and snappy. Yes. Hi, Peach. You are so cute. Oh, from earlier. I will have to tell her that you said that. Thank you. Lily Young says, hi, peeps. Hi, Lily Young. Thanks for the info. You're welcome, Michael Hall. Has there been any details on what the Metroid Prime 4 amiibo will give you? Some type of costume unlock, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I had a double check, and not an official announcement, but I recall reading something along the lines of costume unlock. In the past, you got like missile reserve tank, replenish, energy tank, replenish health, that kind of thing. To be fair, we haven't had that many Metroid games to take advantage of the amiibo, right? But we got certain functionalities out of Samus Aran and the Metroid when Samus Returns came out, for instance. But yeah, nothing official yet. But I seem to be recalling like cosmetic suit difference of some sort, but hasn't been official, I guess. But they're pretty sweet. I mean, you're already going to have those suits in the game, though. So what other things would they get if these are the suits that you're already in, right? A different suit? Like, despite it being that amiibo and that suit on her, it's a whole different suit. Maybe. It'd be kind of weird. A little bit odd. But then again, I guess the amiibo you want to brand as what she looks like in the game. But the perk from it being something totally different that doesn't have anything to do with the game. Otherwise, you're not going to like create an amiibo that doesn't have anything to do with the title to unlock something that's not in the game, because then people are like, well, hold on, this character isn't even in the game. It's not representing the series properly. But the functionality behind it, that could be anything, right? So I guess it's a little bit more forgiving of a, here's this piece of plastic that we put investment in. It reflects what the game is, the title, the box art, etc. But the piece of digital code connected to it is something different. So you have on your shelf the proper reflection, but the code that it gives you unlocks something, nothing to do with the title, that's a classic skin or a Metroid Dread skin or something like that. Like, I don't know. It could be, replenish your tank to go faster, have more fuel, replenish your rockets, missiles like in the past. But I thought I remember reading somewhere of costume sort, unless if it was rumor or speculation. So nothing 100%. Anyhow, missed opportunity. If they didn't add a dog you could pet to age of imprisonment for the LOLs or the LULs. I have new policy I have implemented for my own personal peace. If you are a hater or a troll, I will just block you. No more arguing. People hate to see us win. Well said, Louis. One way to not let the haters get to you is just block them. Hoping Pokemon fans, Eagles and Nate's Packers. Ooh, tie. 0-0. So far, so good. That's kind of interesting. Alrighty. Any other questions? I'm going to have dinner in just a moment. So, if you have any more questions, we are on fire of a stream. Ooh, tie. 0-0. So the chat be chatting. We got 25 people watching, 39 likes. We passed the Nintendo 64 minute mark. We got $16, 1/4 of the way there to giving out an eShop gift card. We've been streaming for 82 minutes. It's been fun. We talked the Mario movie. We talked Metroid Prime 4. I think Metroid Prime 4 eclipsed the Mario movie conversation today, did it not? I don't know. Boomity. What are some of your favorite dinners? I'm a big pizza guy. I love pizza. I'm a big cheeseburger guy. I love cheeseburgers. I mean, I like sushi. I like Mexican food. I'm down with tacos. I like Italian food. Polish food. Zappakanki. Pasta. Chicken Alfredo. Seafood, I'm good with. Shrimp, fish, lobster. Sandwiches. I mean, lasagna. Milk and cereal now and then. I'm really not picky when it comes to dinner. But like, just basic food. Top choice, favorite food. Tie between cheeseburgers and pizza. Oh, well, yeah. Hot dogs I like too, but like I'd put hot dogs and fries lower on my list of like favorites. I like Mexican food, yeah. I had some Mexican food. I went to a party on Saturday, and they had a taco cart there, and they had pork, el pastor, chicken, and carne asada. Ooh, oh, so good. Tater tots, I like tater tots. There's a nice restaurant called Dog House. They make good tater tots, and they have tater tots with melted cheese or tater tots with chili and cheese. Oh, that's good stuff. Got a lot of notifications. Let's see what's going on over here on X. Ah, okay, cool. I got that one from Nintendo's All Stars. Movie is coming closer, Paul. Yes, it is. Hype. Cool. A couple of shorts will be going up tonight. 2 are already up. If you are a subscriber, a member of the channel, I should say. Doghouse, I love their hot dogs. Yeah, Michael Hall. They've got good Polish sausage too. Bacon wrapped dogs. Michael Hall, have you ever been to Cupid's hot dog or Pink's? Cupid's is classic. Pink's is also good. Who doesn't love pizza? Right, David Patterson, like pizza. That's universal. That's gotta be good. Who doesn't like pizza? Pizza is one of those things that you could put anything on top of it, and it has so much variety. Just a classic pepperoni, delicious. Pepperoni and sausage, love it. Ham and pineapple, so good. Ham, pineapple, and jalapeno, ooh, you got sweet and spicy. Pepperoni and jalapeno, or pepperoni sausage and jalapeno, delicious. You get into like some kind of meat lovers thing where they throw pepperoni, bacon, ham, sausage. What else do they put on there? Crumbles of whatever. Like, dude, that's some cholesterol right there. You do the works and you start throwing in onions and olives, bell pepper. Like, dude, you're getting a freaking salad with your pizza and all the meats and the jalapenos. I love spicy. Oh, so good. Pink's, yes. Never tried Cupid's. Okay. Yeah, Pink's was good. Cupid's good. I mean, no, it's all good stuff. Tommy's another good one. I don't even hate school pizza. It's impossible to make a bad pizza, short of under or overcooking it. Yeah. I mean, you give me stuffed crust, thin crust, deep dish, regular. Little Caesars does a pretzel crust with a cheese sauce instead of the typical tomato base paste red sauce. Like, dude, it's all good. Margarita pizza, mushrooms, chicken, barbecue chicken with onions and stuff and cilantro, California pizza chicken style. Dang, I'm about salivating. You can all tell what I'm having for dinner tonight. I'm having pizza. Thank you so much for being here. Ash with the $1. Hype. Roger Anger with the $5. Louie with the $5. Michael Hall with the $5. Big thank you to all 4 of you. Big thank you to all of you being here. I am hungry. I am excited for the pizza. It was so fun talking to you all tonight. Is anybody streaming right now? If somebody was streaming right now, I'd say, let's go over and give them a little raid. Oh, Player Essence is streaming right now. You know what? Let's see here. Player Essence is streaming. Boom. If y'all would like, go over here and say PGN Raid. And check out Player Essence as he's streaming live right now for a little bit. And whether you head out for the night, watch Player Essence, go see Nintendo Prime later tonight. I think he's also starting this evening in a little bit. Go have fun. I'll be popping up online. I will enjoy my food. So good talking to you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing in the hype for the Super Mario Galaxy Movie Direct this Wednesday. The hype beyond belief that we all have for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And the hype that you are all sharing over Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's terrific, is it not? Good night, all.